Welcome to the Vegas Insider channel here on YouTube as we look ahead to UFC 267 coming up this Saturday in Abu Dhabi, and a lot of big fights to look over. I am Kevin Rogers, and we are joined by Vegas Insider UFC expert Adam Lykkesteen, who is here to break down a few of the fights. And Adam, let's begin with the light heavyweight fight between Jan Blachowicz and Glover Teixeira.
Yeah, so first of all, it's good to get some of the big names back. We've had a long drive running the UFC with some lackluster fight nights. Just wanted to get that out there. Yeah, we got Jan Blachowicz, the comeback champion, defending his title against Glover Teixeira. Both are veterans, and both are on nice 5-fight win streaks. Personally, I'm on the Jan side, simply mostly due to the metrics. We see that Jan has been, of course, he's on that 5-fight win streak, but Glover has, while he also has won 5 fights, he hasn't been doing as well in the metrics. He hasn't been as consistent, and I think that's going to be key here. I think Jan is able to keep this fight on the feet and just chip away at the challenger.
Now let's look at him at the interim bantamweight championship. It's Peter Yan and Corey Sandhagen going at it, and your thoughts here on this bout?
Yeah, so for me, this is like Peter Yan's first title defense because, come on, that title fight against Aljamain Sterling, I don't see Aljamain Sterling as the rightful champion, but this is what we're gonna get, so I'll take it. Yeah, I like Peter Yan here also. Think he's much better pretty much everywhere, of course. Sandhagen is a very crafty striker, but he is stepping in here on relatively short notice. And he did just come up short against TJ Dillashaw, who fights pretty much exactly the same way as Jan. Only I do think that Jan is actually better than TJ, younger, more hungry in pretty much every aspect the fight can go, every area the fight can go, that is. So, yeah, I think the short notice is big here, and I think Jan just starts picking him apart as we go into the later rounds, maybe gets the finish. Either way, I'm on the Jan side.
Let's look at the lightweight bout now, Adam, and a big favorite here as Islam Makachev takes on Dan Hooker, and Rafael Dos Anjos, he withdrew, so now Hooker is in, and Makachev, he's a heavy favorite here.
Yeah, so another short notice replacement here, and I don't see any reason why we have to fade Makachev here. In the head-to-head market, I get if you think it's a bit too steep, a bit too expensive. So I want to go with the props. Hooker has never been submitted, but I think the skill gap in the grappling is so big that if, or should I say when, Makachev gets that takedown, he can do pretty much whatever he wants. So why not go with the submission? I think just going by the notion that Hooker's not going to get submitted because he's never been submitted in the UFC, I think that's just noise because, as I said, the skill gap is so big in the grappling. So I think Makachev by submission, I think that's a pretty good way to go.
And looking at the heavyweight bout now, Adam, between Alexander Volkov and Marcin Tybura. Tybura's won 5 straight matches. You think he makes it a number 6?
I don't. It's another one of those where we also have Glover in the main event, who's also coming off 5 wins. But again, when you dive into, first of all, the level of opponent that he has been facing, there's a really big step up in competition here that he faces up to Volkov, who has, at least in the metrics, big striking advantage, has a reach, the height on him. I think the Russian just runs away in the strike totals here. Tybura might get some takedowns, but he's not known to be a really good chain wrestler in any way, not like Curtis Blaydes at least. So, and Curtis Blaydes, the best wrestler in the heavyweight division, even admitted that it was pretty hard taking and keeping Volkov down. So I think Volkov is a pretty good spot here, but go with the knockout because I think the head-to-head market is a bit too expensive for me. So it's heavyweight, right? I mean, the knockout is usually happens. So I'll go with Volkov by knockout.
Any other fights, maybe in the undercard you're taking a look at, maybe 1 or 2 you want to throw out?
Yeah, actually, like on the prelims, I think it might be the second fight on the card. I like Damir Ismagulov. I think he's a lock. Head-to-head, I mean, if you dive into the metrics, he's like 24-1, only lost one fight. He's 4-0 in the UFC. He's facing Magomed Mustafayev, who has he's 100% finish rate guy, which means that he's kind of knockout or submission or bust. And we have seen historically from him that when he goes into the later rounds, his volume starts declining a lot, and he has trouble winning on the scorecards. He has never won on the scorecards. So Ismagulov is savvy enough to avoid the being finished, and he will just edge him out on the scorecards. I like him head-to-head.
Adam Lykkesteen, you could find his work at Vegas Insider for UFC 267, and a lot of great work from Adam, a lot of great analysis there. Adam, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And there is Adam Lykkesteen. And before we get out of here, I want to tell you about BetMGM. They are the king of sportsbooks and a great deal for new players only. Bet $10 to win $200 if your team scores a touchdown. Bet on any NFL money line. And if your team scores a touchdown, you'll receive an additional $200 in free bets. Must be 21 years or older to play, and also legal in the following betting states: Arizona, New Jersey, Indiana, Colorado, Tennessee, West Virginia, Iowa, Virginia, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Washington, D.C. only. Full terms and conditions apply. That is BetMGM. They are the king of sportsbooks. My thanks to Adam Lykkesteen for hopping on, and you've been watching the UFC 267 Best Bets. I am Kevin Rogers, and as always, best of luck with your bets.